Hi guys, welcome back to Fiery Love 1111. I'm here going to do another video here on the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Collective, Soulmates, Twin Flames, Soul Connections. Okay, so this is all a variety of different energetic connections. I don't technically like to really do very, a title, a label, because that puts an energetic limit on it. So if you can just say your person, and if, just take the energies as they resonate with you, leave what doesn't. I am tapping into a very specific collective now. As I was getting ready to do this reading, I started to do a reading on just the Divine Feminine Collective, but the Divine Masculine Collective had a thing or two to say. And I always just have to go with the flow and do what Spirit wants, not what I want. So it's a very beautiful energy when you let go and just let it flow. Um, Now, some of the first few cards that came out, as this collective energy. Okay, so there's a feminine collective that they're, working. It's an energy they're working on that's separate from their divine masculine. It's a very separate energy, like an energy of one is what Spirit's telling me. And the divine masculine are working on an energy of one. That is all within them, just their own energy within their own souls and spirits and everything. And then there is an energy of unity that they're working on to help come together. Okay, so this energy, though, I just did a reading on the divine masculine collective, and that is the energy that they were working on as a one, and their specific energies are working on as a unity. But this one is specifically for the unity energy, and some of the energies in here are going to be stronger than others, and also it's not the whole collective. It's a very specific part that is a much more intense energy, and only a few of you may resonate with this. So like I said, just take it as it resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. um, but some of the first few energies that came up as a collective, and I'm just using this one deck so far that it's the only one that threw as many cards as you can see on the table at me. The Tarot of Sexual Magic. That's the only deck I'm using right now. And I don't read the cards as tarot. I know maybe a lot of you don't really care to do that. I don't read it as specific tarot. Now, if they come out with the energy as that specific tarot, I will tell you. And a lot of the major arcana do come out as that specific energy. But the other ones, the minor arcana, can come out just as energy. So it's a visual, not exactly the specific meaning of that card. So like I said, take it as it resonates. And if you see a card and something else resonates with you instead of what I'm saying, then take that. Trust yourself. Trust your own intuition. Trust your own guidance first. Always trust your own guidance first. Okay, that is most important over anything. Trust your own intuition and messages that you get. Okay. So the very first card that popped up I want to show you is the Nine of Wands. Now, within that energy, this collective are really working towards the energy of finally getting together and opening up. It's an opening up energy and just talking, revealing all the issues that they've been working on, the hurts, the pains, the love, the understanding between the two of them. It's an energy, a beautiful energy of, this is one thing we're working for, but I can't wait for this day to come when we can just be together and talk and have everything out in the open, and there's no more hiding, no more pain. it's a goal energy that I'm seeing here. And it's a very good one to come out for the first one. Okay. So like I said, I don't really know what the Nine of Wands technically means, but this energy of this card, that's what that's saying. It's a unity energy. It's very beautiful, and understanding and empathy and this coming together energy of major understanding and releasing any fears. Okay. And these divine masculine collective really are coming across strong, and really wanting their divine feminine very, very much so. It's a very strong sexual energy that's coming across, and it's undeniable. It's an undeniable energy. I see that in almost all caps. Undeniable. Their divine feminine is there one, and that's all there is to it. There's just nothing else to it. But in this card, the Knight of Cups came up, but this came up sideways because they're halted. That they want to come forward. They want to this specific small collective of divine masculines want to search out, hunt. I'm seeing even their divine feminines, but they're hesitant. And all of a sudden they stopped. You see the horses are moving because they're like, whoa, you know, it's a really powerful energy. The surge of energy that they have, the sexual surge of energy that they have is so strong it makes them hesitate. Okay, it makes them hesitate. And it's something that they've never um it's a hard energy that they have a hard time feeling because it's not something they're used to. They're not used to anything making them halt and stop in their tracks and say, "Whoa, this really is my woman," you know? So very halting energy. But they are working on it, and um, and this is the energy that the divine masculines want us, these divine feminines to think about. This is their desires. These cards I'm going to be showing you are just purely visual, the things that they're thinking about. It's a very sexual, intense energy, this adoration and doting and devotion, commitment, very sexual, powerful energy in this one, you know, um, possession I see in this card, and then this devotion and love, and there's no one else there. There's no other. It's just the two of them, and all they can do is rise up and and experience more and more. That's all this beautiful energy is. And then this card, the Ace of Cups, is coming up. It came up upside down. Okay, now as far as, like I said, the tarot explanation for it, um, it's an upside down because it's something that they're still needing to work on. They're hesitant. It's not something that can be accomplished just yet, is all I'm seeing. So it's there, it's in the background, it's something that they see, but it's just stopped. It's hesitant. It goes right along with this Knight card that's just hesitant. Okay. Um, so then, this other one, they still, the divine masculines are just coming up so strong. I can't even talk about the divine feminine yet because there's so much the divine masculine wants to say. They just want to lean over and whisper in their woman's ear and say, "Hey, I love you, and you're the one for me. There's no one else." And it's a very soft and loving energy that's coming out of their heart space. Their heart space is cracked open. Okay, this heart space is cracked open within them, and this fire right here is what's burning inside of them, and they just can't wait to say this to their divine feminine. They're saying this in a 5D energetic level. Okay, very, very 5D. If you're sleeping and maybe you dream about your divine masculine, or upon waking or upon falling asleep, you start to hear these things. That's your divine masculine talking to you. You're their one. You're my one. You're my one and only. I love you, I adore you. It's very deep, heart cracked open energy. This heart is just pouring out of love that they have for their divine feminine. It's really beautiful. They and this the Hierophant, they're just completely in. It's almost like the Hanged Man energy. This is what they dream of. This is what they dream of. They have all these fantasies and love and ideals for a life that they would love to have. So, and the divine feminine's coming across as this, the star. This is they're coming across as I'm the star. This is something that I deserve so much, and it's going to take some work. And I realize it, and I love you for it. Thank you for working on yourself. And the divine masculine are just adoring their divine feminine. They're very much adoring this, um, it's an energy that came across as, I'm a slave as much as I am a master. That I don't know why spirit just showed me that, but it's pretty cute, like they they just fall. They just fall energetically at their divine feminine's feet with so much love and adoration because, their divine feminine has risen up and learned to love themselves. They love themselves. Divine feminine energy, all encircling is this love that's shooting out from them. The stars that's shooting out from them because they love themselves so much that this just pouring out, and the divine masculine can't help but feel that. And they're just like, wow. There's this energy of just sitting back and knowing, they're right where they need to be. They see that they have stepped into their power, and it's a loving power, very loving power. It's not a condescending power. It's nothing like that. It's not an I am better than you or anything like that. It's just, I have done the work. I'm sitting in my power, I'm going to watch you. The divine feminine saying this, looking down at him. I'm going to watch you because I know you can do this because I did it. I'm lovingly watching you, and the divine masculine is lovingly sitting there saying, "Hey, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. I can't even handle it." You know, it's just this beautiful energy that's surrounding him. And um, so these other ones that came up, the Ten of Cups and the um, Knave of Swords came up upside down, and the Ten of Cups is right side up. They both came out pretty much right together. There's a lot of this energy of, I'm going to try to just hold all these cards up together. And then, the Nine of Pentacles, is still that energy that they're working through so much. It's a energy of working on, in this one, I know it looks like he's just, right side up, he's looking at her butt. But and you go upside down, he's searching. He's searching for the power that is within her because he wants it for himself. That's what this one is. And then this Ten of Cups is just like, that's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. They want it all. They want it all. They just want it all with their divine feminine. And there's nothing that's the driving force. This Ten of Cups is a driving force that runs within them, and there's still that possessive, dominating, controlling power that sits within them, that they're struggling. They're struggling to try to overcome it. And then the emperor came up upside down. The emperor came up upside down because their divine feminine is not there. They can't reach them. They can't find them. They can't see them. So it's almost like, well, just look at this picture close. Okay. You can see the staff in his hand, you know, it's half a staff and half him. But, adoring that, looking at her and fantasizing about her. That's the driving energy within him that makes him so wild like he is, right? But upside down, he's lost without her. He is lost without his empress. It's what do I do? What do I do without her? You know, what do I do without her? Because she's not here. And then, um, he sees her. Oh, there's just so much energy that's flowing through this. The Six of Pentacles is coming up, and the Six of Swords is coming up. I'm just going to try to hold all these together. And then, the Hanged Man is right there with them, because all these energies just talk about, the Ten of Pentacles. These are all just adoring. The Hanged Man is their deep in thought regarding how much these things they want to do, how long they've held themselves back. They're looking deep within themselves, going, why did I hold myself back? So he was holding his arm up at arms. He's keeping himself from arm's length from her. And he's realizing this now. Now that she's walked away, he's realized, why did I hold myself back from her? Why did I hold myself back from this delicacy I can't touch now? Why? And it's causing all these, the insight, the craving to see their divine feminine, that they're just lovingly, sitting in this beautiful energy of loving themselves. They're, in their mind, they're just watching her and saying, wow, it's a magnetic energy. The divine feminine collective are sitting in very magnetic, very powerfully sitting back, sitting in their own power, doing them, and when these divine feminines do themselves, the divine masculine can't help but want to. You know what I mean? And then, the Ten of Pentacles is just another adoring. They can't wait to get their hands on their divine feminine. They just can't wait to get their hands on them and just do all these crazy things. It's just really, strongly coming up. Here's the two more that came up with that same energy. They just, they can't wait to, sexual exploration is spirit showing me. A lot of sexual exploration, let's just put it that way, is going on, and it's, kind of driving them wild in their head. It's, it's just in their head space, it's driving them wild, spinning, 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 spinning. These are spinning in their heads. And then, the major arcana that came up is just amazingly beautiful. It's, they're having these tower moments. They're having these tower moments of, what did I do? What did I do? Like they're trying to work out of that regret, get out of that regret, and get into the energy of how they can fix it. So it's just everything's crashing down, and realizing, well, first of all, like the Fool is coming up as literally being a fool, being a fool and walking away from something that was divine to them. It was something that's irreplaceable. Spirit showing me irreplaceable, showing me priceless. This is the divine masculine. They walked away. They let their ego get in the way and walked away from something that, was so perfectly divine. Spirit showing me that, they're having this tower moment now, and it's just tearing them apart. And this tower card is also almost literal. This is the divine masculine, that small divine masculine collective that can't stand the thought of seeing their divine feminine with another man. And they're having that, oh my God, I just can't. How could I do this? How could I be a fool and walk away from somebody and let her be taken by somebody else? I can't do that. It's this inner rage and regret they're working through to be the better man, so there's a lot of that energy going on. And then, the wheels turning, and wheels changing. Well, I didn't show you King of Wands earlier too, but this is the energy of them wanting to, you know, say, hey, uh, it's an energy not of the literal card, but of, you know, I want to protect her. I want to protect her and not ever let her get hurt and know that she's safe with me. It's a protecting and safe energy within this. That's what they're feeling. And they want to do this. They have that driving force within them to do this for their divine feminine. But it's that's what's causing that wheel of change. They're changing, like, they're looking back and saying, gosh, how did I let this happen? How did I let myself be such a fool as to possibly, allow this to happen? How was I such a fool to walk away and let my ego rule me? My ego's stupid. It's almost as, they're awakening. They're realizing the ego is stupid and I might lose this one I love to somebody else, you know? And so this wheel is turning, this wheel is changing. It's definitely moving because they're rising above. They're starting to rise above the small group of divine masculine collective. And then, temperance was the last one, and the chariot was the last cards to pop up, and that's just beautiful. It's the balance is finally coming. Okay, temperance and balance it's the energies are finally being balanced out. Temperance is showing up. I love temperance. Temperance is balancing everything out. Um, because we can't have yin without yang. And temperance knows this. There can't be dark without light. There can't be yin without yang. And temperance is working with that, with this collective both, to even this balance out within them. And then, the last one is the chariot. The chariot is moving forward finally after all that strife. Moving forward finally after that strife to get to this card that was first, to get to that union. Now, this card is coming out as union for me, for that energy. That's what I'm reading in this card. It's the energy of coming together, understanding, talking everything out, working everything out, laying all the cards on the table, I'm seeing, and, working everything out. So it's beautiful energy here that I'm seeing for this collective. So I really hope you guys liked these cards. I didn't plan on doing this reading, but I have to go with what Spirit wants, and Spirit kept telling me, there's much more for me to say, so let's get on it. You just gotta love working with Spirit, right? I never know what's gonna happen. I just love it. I really love it. I can't say much more about that, but all right, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will catch you next time. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, hit the subscribe button. And if anybody would love me to do a reading for you, tap into your energy and help you out, I can do that. I can help you out and let you know, give you some advice on some energies that you can work with, things that you're needing to work on. I have a description down in the description below. I have, a link to my PayPal, so you could, and my email is fierylove1111@gmail.com. You can send me an email, or put a comment below. If you'd like a reading, I can help you, send you a link, and then I'll give you a private reading for that, okay? So thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. All right. Bye, guys. I love you.